Victoria.
Hello, how are you? I wrote my speech because I'm not really good at public speaking, but I definitely wanted to share this with you because I was one of those students that came in when the economy went south. Life is a test. A couple of years ago, I was working on an event where Reverend Esther Juneries was the guest speaker. Usually I would leave an event and come back later. However, on this particular day, I was compelled to stay. At the end of the event, books were available for signing. Although she was surrounded by many people, I had wanted to get her to sign my book. But since I was there to work, I just took the book so I could read it later. The title of the book is Life is a Test: How to Meet Life's Challenges Successfully. I started reading this book one night, and I came across this passage. By the way, her husband was a great collector of news clippings, and they were everywhere. Her husband had passed away, and she was faced with the task of cleaning up his office. While cleaning up his office files, a slip of paper fell out of the folder, which read, "A long life is not good enough, but a good life is long enough." She asked the question, what is life all about? At one time or another, we all wrestle with this thought, and we all wrestle with that challenge. Having no clear answer, we tend to dismiss this question and continue our humdrum existence, or attempt to define our lives through metaphors such as, life is a deck of cards, and we have to play the hand you're dealt. Life is a marathon. Not only do you have to run, but you have to come in first place. Life is a game, and you have to know how to play it. And more, life is a stage, and you have to act your part till the curtain falls. We embrace these metaphors because they present our reality. She goes on to say, if we believe that life is a deck of cards, then it follows that we are just pawns in a world that lacks rhyme or reason. For the hand we are dealt is mere chance and beyond our control. Unable to shape our destiny, it is easy to become cynical, fatalistic, and bitter, especially if we are dissatisfied with our lot. We throw up our hands and conclude, it is what it is. There's nothing we could do about it. So either we succumb to hopelessness and desolence, or we go to the other extreme and live it up in an orgy of self-indulgence. Neither option is terribly attractive. For those who believe that life is a marathon, the only thing that really counts is coming in first. They keep running. They cannot stop. And if in the process they crush those who stand in their way, or neglect those who need them most, so be it. It's justified. After all, life is a marathon. I enjoyed reading through this book. I pick it up every now and then I read a few passages here and there. And one thing I just want to say that we are all tested and take tests, whether we like it or not. A 100% on your test in your medical class, or your Microsoft classes, or your accounting classes is a visual score that you can see. If you receive a score below a 70, you know right away that you did not get something. And you now have to go back and reread the part that you missed so that you can try to score higher the next time. Life tests us, but in other ways that cannot be measured but felt and lived. You know what I mean. For those of you who sat in classes, you know what I mean. You walk through these doors looking for an answer or a solution to your current dilemma. You're looking to get the skills you need to place you in the workforce, where you hope to get the job that will pay you a decent wage to make a living and raise your children. And for others, you hope to get a job so that you're not getting yourself in trouble. And yet, for others, You are trying to get a job because you are a victim of recent changes in the economy, and you are trying to update your skills to meet the new workplace driven by forever changing technology. But what happens between the time you start and the designated time you are to finish is a test of sheer will and determination. You run out of money. The test is, do you stay home or do you look for another resource to get you where you need to go? You get to class and one of your classmates just has to tell you about their bad marriage, their bad cat, annoying friend, the test you are about to take. Do you listen with a sympathetic ear or do you keep focused on your own path? You get in your car, rushing to class, and you have 10 minutes to get there, and the car breaks down. The test. Did you make a friend while you were here that can assist you? Or do you sit in the car and fume and say, it's just no use. It just wasn't meant to be. You sit beside someone that is doing a little better than you, and you want to ask them for help. The test. You missed a few days, and by no fault of your own, mind you, but do you gently wait or insist that they stop and answer you right away? You've been told that you're too old, you're too young, you're too stupid, way overqualified, way underqualified, too slow, too fast, not fast enough, too sloppy looking, too overdressed, somewhat underdressed, too cynical and bitter, way too happy. Your friends have said you're too talkative, and if you don't talk enough, I missed the line there, but your friends say you're overzealous. Whatever it was, you were being tested. Your reaction to what was happening around you and to you was life's test. You can give up and become like a lot of other people who just can't force themselves to do something. Or you can keep meeting life's challenges positively. Keep growing and contributing to the world and yourself. Believe in yourself, believe in what you're doing. Before coming to Hunter Business School, a succession of things have happened to me personally that I have never expected to happen in my life. I'm swimming in debt, family members mistreated me, children want me to spend even though I continuously said, I have no money right now. My husband asked me for a divorce because I shamed the family. All of a sudden, doing a good thing for someone was bad. People would speak to me as if I was a waste of time or not worth listening to. People wanted to use my time and not pay me. When I found out that I had to be retrained and update my skills, I wanted a school that I could do it in a short time, close to home, and that the training would be very efficient. The problem was I had no money. The owner of the school informed me that there were funds set aside for retraining. However, I had to wait till it came through. That was my test. I had to wait. A lot of things can happen while you're waiting. You can fall prey to some unsavory things. You can drink too much. You can get depressed, yell at your children, yell at your husband, or yell at your wife. Oh, just plain yell. Our family dog passed away, and at that point, I really just shut myself up into sadness. My test was to find that person in me that somehow got lost. All of a sudden, I had to retrain. Did I want to do it? Could I put my family through it? Could I commit myself to this at this age to learn a new thing in such uncertain times? Was this the place for me? Needless to say, here I am, and here you are. I asked one of my instructors one day, nearing the end, and we were preparing for mock interviews, which I had not been on for quite some time because the mock interview really got me ready. I asked this question: how does one get confidence? How does one get confidence? And he simply said, by knowing. Know what you're talking about and deliver it with confidence.
Shayna here? Shayna? Yes, no? And let's see, Jacqueline?